Spring Core. There, what is there? Session 13 is not ready. Copy this new Control E 2000 10,000. Yeah. Flow of execution.
First of all,
Execution flow of XML plus annotation driven configuration based Spring application. What application? Spring application. Yes, guys. In our style, as usually, again, flow starts with what, guys? Main method. Yeah. Number one, run the application. Number one, run the application. Let's take green color. Now, begins with execution begins with main method. Next, three, IOC container creation. What creation? IOC container creation. Yeah. Next, number four. Number four. Loading of Spring Bean configuration file. Loading of Spring Bean configuration file. Checking whether it is. Checking whether it is well-formed and valid or not. Well-formed and valid. Okay. Reading Spring Bean configuration file and creating in-memory metadata of what, guys? Spring Bean configuration file in the JVM memory of the RAM. What memory, guys? In the JVM memory of the RAM. That is number four. Okay. Number 5. Yeah, guys. Number 5. What is that? Number 5. Collects. Collects. Base package name. Base package name from the in-memory metadata of what is there? Spring Bean configuration file. Collects base package name from the in-memory metadata of what? Spring Bean configuration file. What file, guys? Yeah, Spring Bean configuration file. It's simply literally try to collect what, guys? Base package name. What package name? Yeah, in-memory Spring Bean configuration file. Spring Bean configuration file for component scanning. Okay, what's the base package that is taken, guys? com.nt.sbeans. Yeah, for component scanning. Yeah, this is the one that is collected or not there. Yes, it will basically goes to this package now, guys. Oh, number 6. IOC container scans. What, guys? Scans. Okay. com.nt.sbeans and its subpackages. Subpackages to identify the classes that are annotated with at the rate component annotation. At the rate component annotation and finds what is there, guys? And finds what? And finds only one class, and that is what is there? com.nt.sbeans.season find. Okay, guys. Yeah. Number 7. Okay. IOC container verifies the the Spring Beans configurations in the XML file. In the XML file and identifies only one Spring Bean. Only one Spring Bean. What is that? Java.time.local date. Java.time.local date. That is number 7. Yeah. Tell me number 8. That is number 7. What is number 8, guys? Come on, everyone. That is number 8. Yeah. Tell me. What is number 8, guys? Okay. Yeah, number 8. Now listen, guys. IOC container performs pre-instantiation of singleton scope spring beans. Spring beans. If no scope is given, what is there? The default scope is, what is there? Perform pre-instantiation of singleton scope spring bean. If no scope is given, what's the default scope, guys? If no scope is given, the default scope is what? Singleton. Yeah, now singleton scope spring beans are not there. Yeah, tell me, guys, in that process, yeah, singleton scope means single object creation. Yeah, in that process, number one, season finder object is created. Number two, local date class object is created or not there. Okay. Yeah, tell me. Season finder class object. What is there? SF. Next, local date class object. What is there, guys? L, L date. Local date class object. What is there, guys? L date. Here it is having one date property for injection, na boss? Yeah. How this object is created? Using regular new operator. How this object is created? By calling factory method or not? Yeah, tell me. SF is equal to new season finder of. Season finder class object is created or not there? Yeah, tell me next. Local date. Date is equal to local date dot now. Your local date class object is created or not created? Definitely local date class object is created. Okay, that's fine. So it's as part of pre-instantiation of singleton scope bean, objects are created or not created? Yeah, definitely created. Okay, number 9. Yeah, yeah. Now listen. IOC container searches for, are there any, because XML plus annotation now boss. Are there any at the rate auto void annotation in the spring beans? At the rate auto void annotation in the spring bean. Finds in on the top of setter method in target spring bean class are not there. IOC container searches for at the rate auto void annotation in the spring bean classes. In the spring bean classes configuration. What is there? Searches for at the rate auto void annotation in the spring bean classes configuration. What configuration, guys? In the spring bean classes configuration. But looking for what annotation? And finds. Okay. Finds on the top of setter set date method of season finder class. What class, guys? Set date method of season finder class. Okay. Set date method of season finder class, guys. IOC container searches for auto wide annotation in the Spring Bean classes and finds on the top of what set date method of season finder class and gets that method signature. Simply gets that method signature or not there. Number 10. Tell me what is number 10, guys? Okay. IOC container calls. What is there? IOC container calls. WMG dot set date of LDate method to perform setter injection. What injection, guys? IOC container calls WMG dot set date of LDate method to simply perform setter injection or not there. To simply perform what injection, guys? WMG dot set date of LDate method to perform setter injection. Yeah, it's not WMG, yeah? Okay, it's a SF. Okay. To perform setter injection, to inject the dependent local date class object to target. What is there? Season finder class object. Okay, guys. In this process, what happens, guys? Whatever two objects we got, on those two objects, injection also takes place or not? We got two objects. On those two objects, injection also takes place. Yes. Yeah, here is my what, guys? SF dot. What dot? Yes, set date. SF dot set date. Okay, that is the number 10. Number 11, guys. Tell me. IOC container keeps these objects in the internal cache most. IOC container keep these objects in the internal cache or not? Okay. So now let's see. IOC container keeps the Spring Bean class objects. Spring Bean classes of Spring Bean class objects ref classes objects ref. Tell me in the internal cache of the IOC container. In the internal cache of the IOC container. This is Dana, my dear. Come on, everyone. That's good. Here is the story. Tell me, guys. No, SF. Season finder class object refer. Next. L date. Tell me next one. Local date class object reference. Dot. Are you working with this, guys? Come on, everyone. Yeah. Here is what? Spring, guys. Where is this? 719 Spring Core. Tell me. Spring Core. Here, where is the story, guys? Session. Session 13. Session 13. 100%. 100% code driven configuration. Yeah. This is simply performing setter injection or not? Simply performing setter injection. Tell me here, what is this? Bean IDs, keys. Spring Bean class, object refs. Where is that? Values. Spring Bean class objects ref values. That is number 11. Okay. Okay. What is number 12, guys? Yeah, ctx dot get bean. So with this, all this process, I can say IOC container creation process is completed now, boss. Yeah, this is number how much? 13, 13 or 14, boss? 11, 12. IOC container creation process is complete. IOC container creation process is complete. That is 12. Tell me next one. 13. We are calling ctx.getBean method, guys. Super. Having bean ID SF. Because of this, it will come and check in the internal cache, guys. 14 question mark, right? Okay. Next. You will get target Spring Bean class object reference, my dear. You will get target Spring Bean class object reference. What is there? 15. So using that we are calling business method. What is there? 16. Using that we are calling target business method or not there? Okay, 16. Yeah, tell me. Call the business method. Business method execution takes place or not? Find season. Where is this? 17. Business method execution takes place simply or not there? Okay. Yeah, next one. Return monsoon season, right? Yeah, according to this logic, this method will be executed to get the current month of a value, current month of a year. And the current season is what? Monsoon season 19. Okay, that return value comes to where, guys? This place. What is there? 20. This return value comes to what? 20. Here result is displayed 21. Here result is displayed what? 21. Tell me here. 22. Yeah, tell me. IOC container is closed. IOC container is closed. IOC container is closed. In that process, all Spring Bean objects, Spring Bean class objects will be vanish. Vanish means destroyed. Will be destroyed. Yes, my dear. Right. This is end of this one. And this is end of main method. Nothing but end of the application are not there. This is simply end of the application. I hope you got it, guys. So this is the whole mechanism that we have to understand. This is the whole mechanism that we have to understand. Are you getting my point? Same as previous one, small changes. Where those changes? Component scanning is one change. Annotation detection is one change. And based on the annotation, getter method called. Setter method called earlier based on property tag. This time setter method is called based on the annotation. Since it is annotation is there on the top of setter method is called. Okay. Quickly, let us see the flow one more time. Number one, we run the application. Do I really need to know flow of execution? No interviewer ask, no survival of the job ask for flow of execution. But this is for our better understanding of the subject. Because we are developing some code and executing output coming. But how they are interlinked, end to end, we should know now, boss. We know it's a standalone application. Flow begins with main method, ends with what? Main method. Flow begins with what? Main method. But in between, so much code is executing, XML involvement is there, annotation involvement is there. I just want to see how the flow starts and ends. Clear? Okay, now let's, yeah, yeah. What is this? Number one, run the application. Two, main method. Three, IOC container creation. Four, taking XML file, loading file, checking well formed or not, valid or not. Yes or no? Na? Okay, loads the XML file. All are step number three only, right? Creates in memory metadata in the memory where application is running or not there. In the memory where application is running, it is creating one in memory metadata or not there. Okay. Number four, it goes to number five. It goes to that in-memory metadata of XML file, not this physical XML file. In the memory level, in-memory metadata, there only, nothing. This is read in-memory metadata created means IOC container does not use this physical file. Always uses contents what? In-memory metadata only. From there, it will gather the package name that is mentioned in component scan. Super. It is mentioned in what? Component scan. Okay, number six, it collects it goes to that package and sub packages and searches for what? At the rate component annotation classes, finds only one class or not. And that class is marked, still not become Spring Bean, identified as Spring Bean. Just identified, not, it has not become Spring Bean. When object is created, then only it becomes what? Spring Bean. Okay, IOC container, again, searches in XML metadata. Is there any bean tags configuring Spring Bean? Also identifies one more class or not there. Super, guys. Next one. And it no IOC container notices both these beans are having which scope? Singleton scope. So pre-instantiation of singleton scope spring beans will be created or not there. Pre-instantiation of singleton scope spring beans will be created or not there, guys. Yeah, season finder class object, local date class object. Season finder class object, what is next one? Local date class object. Are you getting my point there or not there? One is season finder class object, other one is what? Local date class object. Yes. Okay, that's great, guys. Followed by that, what is the next story, guys? Season finder class object, other side local, both are instantiated. Tell me next one. What's the next one? What's the next one to focus, guys? It will look for where at the rate auto void annotation is kept. Where at the rate. It finds on the top of setter method that is there in target class. It will gather that method signature and calls that setter method sf dot set date of l date. That object is created. That method is called and gives me what? Vasudev. Who is Vasudev in this batch? Okay. Calls that method because of that setter injection takes place or not there? Because of that setter injection takes place. That means dependent class object will be injected to whom, guys? Target class object. For future reference, all these singleton scope Spring Bean class objects will be kept in what? Internal cache of the IOC container are not there. Okay. Vasudev. Okay, I'm not talking about online Vasudev. I'm talking about what? Offline Vasudev. One more Vasudev is there. He responded. Okay. Hmm. That's kind. Then after that, what next? 12. IOC container creation process completed or not there? Okay. 13. Get bean method is called having bean ID SF. First it will search in what? Internal cache of IOC container. That is 14. Available. From there object reference is gathered. 15. Next one, 16. Method is called. Come on. Okay. 17 find season method is called, guys. Okay, 18 internal method is called. Are you getting my point there or not there? Okay, next 19. What is there? Monsoon season. What is next one? 20. Result is given. Result is displayed. Come on. Result is given. Result is displayed. Okay. So after that, what? IOC container is closed. In that process, all objects will be destroyed. And 23, end of the application are not there. 23, end of the application. That is what we understood, guys. Now, we would like to develop the Spring application using what? 100% code-driven configuration. This is good, sir, but why are you preferring, sir? So XML is losing its popularity day to day because so many problems are there with XML. Already we discussed. Already I have given. XML is another language to learn. And code related metadata is not written where code is written. It is written separate file in a separate file. Mapping is very difficult or not there. And to load, read, process XML document, XML parsers are required, which are quite heavyweight software or not. To overcome all these problems, especially related to code configuration, we are preferring annotations or not there. We are definitely preferring annotations or not there. Recollect, other day I have given this one, advantages of what? Annotation, problems with what? XML. Okay. What are the advantages of annotations, guys? Forgot, na? Okay. Where code is there, there only code configuration. No, readability will be improved or not. And annotations are Java statement. No need of learning separately. No need of developing separate file, right? And the basic container servers only will read and process the annotation. So they are little lightweight compared to what? XML processing are not there. See, guys, people are there in one place. Their designations are there in another place. I want to know who is that fellow. I have to open that file and read it. For every person, if I give badge having the designation, or if I give some sticker at least having the designation, it's quite easy to identify who is what, na boss. Yes or no, na guys? So that's why Naresh ID also gives tag for every student. Generally, we don't carry, I know that. Okay. Uh, only one, two people, that two, one, two times they carry. Okay. Right. Um, why they give? To identify who is a staff, who is student, who is admin. Some extent who is faculty, who is visitor, who came for inquiry, they want to just identify, right? So for that one, they are given tags to you people or not. Suppose tags are not there. Somewhere mapping is there. This person, this batch, this person, this batch. So it's very time-taking process to identify who belongs to which batch, who is current batch, which topic going on. It's very time-taking process or not there. Suppose if tag is there, badge is there, they look at the badge. On the badge, what will be there? Batch code will be there. According to batch code, they can tell the status of your learning or not there. Annotation gives that advantage. Sir, XML plus annotation good now. Why to have that partial XML? That also I want to replace, right? Okay. No, actually, I want to give limitations of XML, advantage of annotation. But I feel I already given that, where I have given introduction, introduction to core module. No, I think Spring Bean configuration. Here it is there. Yeah. Limitations of XML driven configuration. All this stuff is there. Yeah, just a minute. I'll copy paste this one more time. Because since we are leaving XML completely, since we are leaving what? XML completely now onwards. So I want to give a solid reason for leaving it so. So once again, I will place same differences over here. Yeah. XML is a separate language to learn. Reason number one. XML based configuration separate file, not with the Java code. This kills the readability of the code. You are somewhere, your batch code is somewhere in the registry. So mapping is time consuming process or not there. By seeing you, can I identify you are Java, Python, .NET is impossible, right? To read and process XML files, we need what? XML parsers and API, which are heavyweight components, which may kill the performance of the application or not there. Next one, XML is fading out day to day or not there. So to overcome all these problems, we have to take the support of what, guys? We have to take the support of what, guys? Come on. Yeah. Advantage with annotation driven what? Configurations. Tell me. Annotations are statements, so no need of learning them what? Separately. They are what statement? Java statements. Oh, no one noticed this missing word? Java statements. Okay, fine. Annotations are Java state. Annotations are placed along with the Java code for code configuration. This improves the code readability or not there. Annotations are recognized and processed by underlying JRE container server. So no need of taking separate APIs and parsers are not there. Annotations are industry standard for code configuration. Code about code. Code about code configuration. So already we introduced the annotations, boss, but now we are going for avoiding XML completely. Shall we see thumb rules of developing what? 100% code driven configuration? Yeah. Okay. Developing the Spring application using, tell me, 100% code driven config. 100% code driven configuration. This is also called Java config approach or not there? Also called as what approach, guys? Java config approach. This is also called Java config approach. Developing Spring application, Java config approach. Here, we either we either avoid or minimize XML utilization. Avoid or minimize. Maximum we try to avoid, guys. In convert situation, we minimize. Yes, boss? That means utilization. That means all the inputs and instructions to IOC container. What container? Will be given. Will be given using annotations and Java state. Will be given using annotations and Java statement. Comfortable with me, guys? Come on, everyone. Here we either avoid or minimize XML utilization. That means all the inputs and instructions to IOC container will be given using what? Annotations and Java state. Convinced with me, guys? Come on. Okay, that's good. Here we take configuration class. Class annotated with what is there? Configuration. Here we take configuration class annotated with configuration. Okay, as to provide inputs and instructions to IOC container. Okay, as alternate to what is this? Spring Bean configuration file. Nothing but XML file are not there. As alternate to Spring Bean configuration file, nothing but what? XML file. Okay. Here we create IOC container. We create the IOC container using annotation config application context class by passing, tell me, app config class. What class, guys? As the configuration class. By configuring app config class as the configuration class. Convinced with me, guys? Okay. That's it. So these are the main point. So shall we go for a thumb rule to remember while developing 100% code-driven configuration-based application, guys? First, listen conceptually. Configure user-defined class as Spring Beans using component annotation. Clear? But link them to IOC container by specifying their package names as the input values of component scan annotation of configuration class. So this component scan annotation is alternate to what? Context colon component scan tag of yesterday's class are not there. Configure user defined class as Spring Bean by using component annotation, but make IOC container to scan these classes. Okay. in configuration class by using @component scan annotation, where you need to specify base package names, where you need to specify bake package names to scan. Point number one. Point number two, guys. Configure predefined class as Spring Beans by placing @bean methods inside the configuration class. And this method returned objects will become Spring Beans automatically or not there. These methods will be called automatically by IOC container, and method returned objects will become what, guys? Spring Beans automatically or not there. Say something, my dear. Okay, that's great. Number three. Number three. Perform dependency injection configuration by using @auto void annotation. @auto void on the top of the field injection. On the top of the setter method, setter injection. On the top of constructor injection. On the top of what? Arbitrary method injection. Clear, my dear? Last one. Create IOC container by using annotation config application context class by passing configuration class as the input class are not there. It does not take much time to habituate. Only XML is totally eliminated. In that one, configuration class came into picture. I don't find you will feel surprised. Why? Because we already seen basic code at the beginning itself. How to configure Java class as Spring Bean. Remembered? Here XML is not there. And we cannot add annotation on the top of predefined classes source code. So that's why they have come up with one more solution. What is that? @bean method to configure predefined class as Spring Beans are not there. Interesting or not there? Okay, guys. Okay. Listen, those who are relaxing, who have done a lot of hard work for these many days, only one Spring Boot microservice. Now what happens? I will attend online. If early morning emotion does not support, I will sleep 1 2 days. Then I will attend one more time online. Once a while I come offline. Let me say one thing. In interview round one, 50% core Java, 50% Spring Boot microservices. Round two, tools and Spring Boot microservices. Project explanation, again on Spring Boot microservice. After joining in company, your first task to last task, if you get the job on Java, you have to do on Spring Boot microservices. The people who are thinking that these many days I have done hard work, only for one course I am relaxing. But this course is the backbone of your Java full stack development. If okay, you might be thinking, he's a Java faculty teaching Spring Boot microservice. To motivate us, he's telling. Okay, please talk to your working friends, working relatives who is working on Spring Boot microservices. They will tell the importance of this course in the current generation from last 10 years onward. The importance of Spring Boot microservice, they will tell to you. Okay, so at least I know few gangs are there. Every batch gangs will be there. Motivate your gang members, okay, to wake up early and attend classes regularly. So my suggestion is, if you are there in Amirpet, prefer what? Offline classes. If you are not there in Amirpet, then only prefer what? Online classes. Missing this course will kill getting job chances in Java domain 100%, not even 90%. I'm saying 100%. No, sir, I'm learning React JS. I'm learning what? X course, Y course. Sincerely, I learned. They're all are supporting courses. Core Java is the foundation course, and this is the course where you work every day. These two are very crucial. Java backend interview means only these two things. Full stack interview means then DevOps comes into picture, React JS comes into picture, Oracle comes into picture. But you are trying as what? Java full stack developer. So full stack means mainly these two things only. So just execute them, at least execute them. But I keep on saying some statement. I don't know how effective these are. Getting up early in the morning, taking healthy food, getting control on anger, okay, control on other emotions are the small things in life, guys. You don't have control on those small emotions. Don't expect life should be in your control. You'll just live the life in the flow. No, you want to get things into your control, first get the control on these emotions. This is very important. Sometimes I used to work at 2 o'clock, 2:30 because of the calls that are there with US and other things. But it's all about your training your brain. When I have work, I will get up. When I don't have work, I'll sleep like a donkey. But you have to train your brain. You have to try your brain. Otherwise, life will never come to control. You will be in the feeling. I too came unprepared. I too joined courses. I learned for 1 year, but no use. Why use will be there? When there is no regularity in learning, there is no punctuality in learning, and there is no practice. So don't waste time. Either give full commitment or enjoy. At the time of learning, you will think about enjoyment. At the time of enjoyment, I have not studied properly what I am doing now, what enjoyment I am doing. So na garka na gatka. Either you are not enjoying completely or you are not studying perfectly. Stick on one thing. You decided to learn, keep your maximum efforts. When you look back, you should not feel I have not tried properly. Fine, guys. Let's come back. Thumb rule. Thumb rules to remember, to develop. Spring application using 100% code driven configurations, nothing but Java config approach. What is there? Java config approach. What is there, guys? Java config approach. Yeah, thumb rules to remember to develop Spring application using what? 100% code driven configurations. Are you getting my point there or not there? Yeah, tell me. First one. Configure user defined Java classes on Spring Beans. Configure user defined Java classes as what? Spring Beans. Are you getting my point there or not there? Okay. Configure user defined Java classes as Spring Beans. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, what is there? Using at the rate component annotation. Component annotation, and keep them ready for scanning, scanning, scanning to IOC container by specifying their base package names in at the rate, what is there? Component scan annotation. In what annotation, guys? Component scan annotation. Are you getting my point there? So what is next one? Configure user-defined Java class as Spring Bean using what? At the rate component annotation, and keep them ready for scanning. IOC container annotation of at the rate configuration class. What class, guys? Yeah. Next one. Configure predefined classes as Spring Beans. What is there? Spring Beans using at the rate bean methods of, what is there? At the rate configuration class. At the rate bean methods of at the rate configuration class. Configure predefined class as Spring Beans using what? At the rate bean methods of at the rate configuration class. Okay, tell me. These methods will be called by IOC container automatically. What, guys? Automatically. And these methods returned objects become Spring Beans. Methods returned objects become Spring Beans by default. Spring Beans. Spring Beans. Okay, that's good. Yeah, number C. Create. 1 minute. Perform dependency injection configurations using at the rate auto void annotation. Listen one thing, guys. Injection is also called wiring. At the rate auto void is also doing wiring. Wiring means linking. Injection also linking, na boss. Yeah. Wiring is equal to injection. That's the reason auto void. Yes, boss. Perform dependency injection configuration using at the rate auto void annotation. And I need not to tell, at the top of setter method setter injection, at the top of constructor injection. We all are aware of that now, boss? Okay. Yeah. Fine, guys. Tell me. Create IOC container using what class? Using annotation config application context class. Annotation config application context class by taking what class? By giving at the rate configuration class as the input class. Simply as the input class. Got it, guys? What's your batch code? 719. Already opened, it seems. Not opened. Where is 719 then? It's there. Yeah. Today, what I want to develop is I will inject a local date object to what is the, if it is weekend, I want to give happy weekend. If it is weekday, I want to give the message happy working hours. Yes. Tell me, what is the class name I should take for that? Uh, Week analyzer. No, I know that. Okay. There is a, what is the class name I should take? Week analyzer, weekday analyzer, right? Okay. Hmm. So inject example application. Inject, tell me, com dot nt dot local date class object to com dot nt dot sbeans dot weekday analyzer. Weekday analyzer class. What class, guys? Weekday analyzer class. Okay. To print, to display messages like happy weekend or happy working day based on the current weekday name of the week. Current weekday name of the week. Yeah, this is the example application I would like to develop. Shall we see that practically, guys? Yeah, let's create that as usually. New, what is there, guys? Project. Here is what? Java project. Yeah, tell me here. Where is this? IOC pros 06. 100% code driven configure. 100% code driven configuration. It's coming or not there, guys? Say next. Okay, if you want, you can add jar files from here itself, guys. While creating project itself, you can. People are adding jar files to module path and coming to me, hey, working, not working, sir. You should add to what? Class path. By writing letter to Delhi, if you expect in Mumbai, how does it will come, ra? Yes, na? Okay. Add external jars. Save finish. Open Perspectiva? No. Right. 100% code driven configuration. First, we have to start with the packages, guys. Package com dot nt dot sp. Hey, you can take your choice name as package names, guys. Com dot nt dot cfs. Next, package com dot nt dot okay, main com dot nt dot what main. Okay, let me develop the SBeans first. New, what is there? Class. New class, weekday analyzer. What analyzer? Weekday analyzer. Weekday analyzer dot Java. Yeah, tell me. Private, local date. Local date. Okay, this time at the rate component. At the rate component. Weekday analyzer. Some short form. Fine. Okay. Control plus shift plus O. This time I want to do constructor injection, guys. Public. Weekday analyzer. Local date. This dot date is equal to date. At the rate auto. Because already setter injection is shown. Let me show one example on what construct. Yeah, as usually this is has a property or not there. Systrace. Yeah, tell me. Public string. What is there? Public string. Show wish message. Is it wish message? No. Okay. Show. Actually, wish message only. But already we have taken wish message for good morning, good afternoon. Yeah. Big day message. Mhm. Yeah. Generate. Generate. Connecting message. What is that? Wish. Already good morning. Actually, this is also one kind of wish only. Okay. Fine. We'll write generate a wish message. Yeah, I think I can go for greeting message. That's good. No, generally we say these statements when we are disconnecting on that particular person. Happy weekend, happy weekday. So generally these words comes while leaving one person, right? When separating, uh, that is called what? See you message. Generate, generate, generate what? No, that technically what is that call? When two people are living, that process is called what? Any online thoughts? Task. Uh, generate farewell message. That's good. Good. Someone suggested right. Generate farewell message. String name. String user. This is my business method or not there? Systrace. Yeah. Get current weekday name. Get current weekday name. Weekday number, that's better. Get current weekday number. Weekday number. WDNO is equal to injected date dot get weekday. Day of week is not giving what? week object, then get value. This get value gives what? 1 to 7. 1 for Monday, 7 for what? Sunday. Direct method is not there. This gives me one week object. On that we have to call we get value. Okay, that's fine. If WDNO greater than or equal to 1 and WDNO less than or equal to 5, return happy working day, Mr. Name, else happy weekend, happy weekend, name. That's good. This is done, guys. Okay. User defined class configured with what? At the rate component annotation. That is discussed or not there. And this class should be linked with the configuration class by mentioning base package name in component scan. Yeah, generally what I do is I use the word config package because for XML CFGs we are using na only to tell the feeling it is not XML, it is a class. I'll just take package name not compulsory. I'm just preferring that convention. Following or not following is completely your choice. Next one, class. Here, what is there? Class. What's the class name I am taking? What is there? AppConf. AppConfig.java. How to make this class as configuration? How to enable this? Component scan. What is there? Base package com.nt.s. I can give only com.nt also, not a problem. I can give only com.nt also, not a problem, guys. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Right click, new class. Right click, new class. This is another thing we are concentrating, my dear. Super. Okay. Now tell me, what is the class we are taking? Dependency injection test. Dependency injection test dot Java. Dependency injection test dot Java. Create what container? IOC container. Create what container, guys? IOC container. Are you getting my point there, guys? Yeah, tell me. Create IOC container. Tell me. Class path XML application context CTX is equal to new class path XML application context of what is there? App config dot class. What dot class, guys? Sorry, it's my mistake. This class is not suitable to pass Java class. Annotation config. Application context CTX is equal to annotation config application context of what is there? App config dot class. What dot class, guys? App config dot class. Yeah, tell me, I'm passing dot class file name or object of java dot lang dot class having app config metadata na. I'm passing object of java dot lang dot class having app config class and its metadata. Having what? And its metadata. Get target Spring Bean class object reference. Get target Spring Bean class object reference. Weekday analyzer WDA. Okay, WD, whatever it is. ctx dot get bean. Two param method I am taking. Bean ID what? WDA. What's the class name, guys? Weekday analyzer dot class. Invoke the business method. String result message is equal to what, guys? WD dot generate farewell message, Mr. Raja. System dot out dot println. What is there? Result message. But I don't want to create close container manually, guys. Try to create container in what? Try with a resource. Try opened closed. Here is what? Catch block. What is there? Exception E. E dot print stack. Yes. But we did everything, but are we ready with a dependent class, guys? We have to create, configure dependent class, local data as dependent Spring Bean, right? Yeah, tell me. Public. What is there? Public. Return type is local date. Create L date. Return. Tell me. Local date dot now. But it create object. But do you think this method will be called automatically? No. When it will be called automatically? If you make this method as @bean method. Only @bean method will be called automatically, not every method. Okay, if you want to provide bean ID, you can provide here like this or not. Okay, let me give the feeling this class object is also created. How can you say this class object is created? Array, that is a non-static method. @bean is what? None. Sys trace. What is this? Zero param construct. Yeah, tell me here. Sys trace. Comfortable, my dear? Return local date dot now. That's good. Dependency injection test dot Java. What dot Java? Yeah, local date dot now. This one, dependency injection test, guys. This is the one we have to do it. Let's keep the things nice. Run as Java application. See, happy working day has come because today is what? Tuesday. Since today is Tuesday, we got the what message, guys? Happy working day message or not? Come on, guys. Zero param constructor, configuration class is loaded and object is created. And @bean method is also called automatically. Target class object is created. And one param constructor of target class, this one. If you go to target class, guys, this is one param constructor or not? This is one param constructor. Save this, guys. Tell me, dependency injection test, Java application. Weekday analyzer, one param constructor, weekday analyzer, generate the farewell message. This is business method. At the end, we got the result or not? Yeah, don't worry. I'll also give the flow of this code also. Small changes will be there. XML is not there. Na? In that place, what? Loading of class, creating of object. So some other things will be there. Few, I think 4 or 5 steps will be different. Remaining all are what? Same as any other application, right? Super. Okay. Now let's see reference libraries, guys. Let me give the example application. I hope you are following all the things in the thumb rules or not. I Hope you notice we are following everything of the thumb rule. Yeah, weekday analyzer. Copy this, paste it. This is my weekday analyzer, guys. Next one. Where is next one? Configuration class. This is my app config.class. Java are not there. Copy this. Say paste. Done. Next. Dependency injection test, guys. Dependency injection test, guys. Come on. Say paste. Yeah. So with this, we got the things there or not there, guys. Right. Let me upload this content, guys. Yeah. 7 a.m. What's your batch code? Yeah. SPBMS 7:30 a.m. 17th July 1 is right. Spring Core. I hope you enjoyed all the three approaches I have introduced. But all these are part of the first application development only. Maybe the count may be 10, 5, 6 there. But still we are in the first application development in all three approaches, right? Okay. Right click, file upload, E-drive, class content. Here is what? Class content, Spring. Yes. Where is this? 719, Spring Core. Where is this? Oh, today dimensions gone wrong, it seems. 1 minute. Oh, this 20,000 has come out. Very bad. 2,000 and 10,000. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I want everyone to complete all the three applications and be ready for second application background preparation from tomorrow onwards. Right? First, we'll see the flow. And now onwards, every application will be in which approach? 100% code driven con. Did I call at the rate bean method manually? It is called automatically, na boss? And method returned object automatically becomes Spring Bean. Okay, in what order it is doing, how things are happening, that we will discuss as part of flow of execution. Fine. Everyone settled in the Spring? Okay, now you decide Spring is easier, difficult, interesting, or boring. More interesting subject. That too, I have not shown still abstraction part. I'm just showing basics of programming only. Basics of programming, this much interesting mean when I introduce abstraction means what? Hiding the unnecessary, highlighting only necessary. When I introduce that, you will feel why I have written those many lines of code in JDBC, why I have wasted these many days in Servlet JSP. Things will come on the fly just like that. Still, that part of abstraction I have not entered. We are still understanding fundamentals of the coding. In fact, we are learning core Java of Spring now. We are habituating with Spring. We are still not utilizing Spring for its potential. We are still habituating Spring only. Here only this much enjoyment is there. Once we start enjoying abstraction, you will be on the edge of the seat. Right? But my request is You already decided to attend 7 a.m. batch. Be regular, be punctual. Remaining everything else, I will take care. And go to lab also regularly. Practicals are very, very important. You attend 10 classes without doing practicals. You attend 5 classes by doing practical. You will see the difference. If I move mouse here and there also, you will think SAR is going fast. Why? Because you have not done practicals. You are not habituated to that environment. If you do practicals regularly, sometimes you will correct me, sir, that is not the button you have to press. You have to press this button. So that is called climatization. If you habituate with coding, classes looks very interesting. Otherwise, 10 days you will manage. 11th day onwards, you feel I'm going fast. 13th day, 50% you will understand, 50% something. And 15th, 16th day onwards, going to class become big job. After 20th day, you'll feel anyhow I'm not understanding. Why should I go to class? Their game starts. You will lose the interest. So do practicals regularly. That motivates you to learn more and more subject in interesting manner. I know everyone attend classes sincerely, but very, very few people do practicals. Practicals are equally important. 1.5 hours you are attending class, at least 1 hour you have to spend for practicals of that. 3 sessions you are attending per day, 3 hours you have to spend for practical. 4 sessions you are attending, 4 hours to 5 hours you have to spend for practicals. And form as a small groups, 5 member gang, 10 members gang, having both boy and girl gender people, right? Discuss. Okay, as part of subject discussion only, start pulling each other legs. That is how you have to grow, because it is unavoidable thing. So try to live in here, accept it, and try to live with that environment. Fine. More discussions will makes you remember concept more and more. More practicals makes your coding skills easy. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow and we'll discuss more. Online students are how we will form as groups for a discussion. Please share upcoming slots. There are 2 objects, date, time, when which object will be injected. That is called ambiguity problem. In future, I'm going to discuss that. DevSecApps GRTP. Just follow Naresh Shetty website. I don't decide, like office people will decide, I follow. So admin for online. Admin will be there for online initial days only. Then you have a number, try to communicate with that. Ishpita, can you share phone number? We will upload to WhatsApp group. Vasudev, last warning. Last warning. Don't do this kind of bad practices in my sessions. Okay, anyhow, tomorrow onwards, you cannot chat with everyone. It will be host only. Huh? Here also you don't leave the people, Ara. Okay. What is spell? Expression language you will get in coming days. Spell will come in coming days. Spring just started, my dears, not over.